What the hell have you done to me?
What? What have I done?
You've given me herpes.
Herpes? No, I haven't.
The doctor diagnosed it and it has to be you. I've got disgusting sores everywhere. They're all over my face, they've spread down below, I can't pee, I can't walk, I'm in agony.
It's not me. You must have been sleeping around.
What? Screw you. I have to live with this for the rest of my life. I'm diseased. You've ruined me forever. I'll never forgive you.
3 months later, Emily Myers found herself standing on the edge of a subway platform, tears streaming down her face. Before her diagnosis, she felt in the prime of her life, 26 years old, confident, attractive, and with a loving boyfriend. Now, she was alone. Word had spread about her diagnosis as fast as the virus she'd been plagued with. Everyone knew. Cruel messages were splashed across her social media pages. She saw disgust and revulsion in the eyes of her friends and family. She felt dirty, diseased. She knew no man would ever want her again. How could they? She had herpes. She was tainted for life, and there was nothing she could do. In that second, Emily made a decision. She stepped close to the platform edge, closed her eyes, and jumped. So why am I sharing this tragic story with you today? Well, because as it turns out, it's anything but tragic. Because not only did Emily miraculously survive, but after living with herpes simplex virus for over 2 years, she regained her health and freedom, effectively treating the terrible sickness lurking through her body. Both the oral HSV-1 strain and genital HSV-2 strain. And you can do it too. Because whatever you may have been told by your doctor, the drug companies, or the mainstream media, there has been a major discovery in the treatment of the herpes simplex virus, which has already changed the lives of thousands of sufferers. A discovery so powerful and effective, which unfortunately, as I'm about to reveal, has been deliberately kept from you by what I believe to be a corrupt and dishonest pharmaceutical industry hell-bent on profiting from your misery. So why has herpes been so difficult to effectively treat up until now? Herpes works by invading healthy cells and taking control of them. It then replicates itself, attacks in numbers, and then retreats, hiding from the immune system, which allows it to remain in your body forever. But the good news is, that's no longer the case. Because thanks to a remarkable new discovery by scientists at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, coupled with a bizarre meeting of Special Force soldiers in a sleepy fishing village on the edge of the Moroccan desert, you can now activate a newly discovered kill switch within the virus itself using a simple and completely natural homemade remedy, which will alter its DNA structure, prevent it from making copies of itself, and put it to sleep, and then unleash your immune system to find the virus, flush it out of hiding, and kill it dead. In fact, this cellular search and destroy mission is clinically proven to eliminate 97% of your painful and embarrassing symptoms in practically no time. And best of all, effectively cleanse your body of this horrible disease in as little time as possible starting today. I'm talking no more ugly cold sores breaking on your lips. No more painful sores and blisters down below. No more embarrassment, shame, and humiliation caused by the stigma of herpes. No more fear of infecting another human being or a sexual partner finding out that you're damaged goods. No more worrying about when or where the outbreak may occur, or dealing with the stress and inconvenience of having to hide your dirty little secret from the world. Nope, you don't need to worry about that ever again. And if you're one of those people who thinks, hey, I'm fine, thanks, I'll just take some antiviral drugs, then think again. Because today's expensive medications not only fail to kill the herpes virus, but can actually lead to potential devastating complications. And I'm going to reveal how and why a little later, along with 3 frightening and little known risks to your health if you choose to ignore this presentation and decide to just live with this disease instead. This pioneering treatment method, which effectively uncloaks the hiding herpes virus before it wipes out completely, is so new and so unconventional, I can almost guarantee that you nor your doctor will have ever heard about it before. It's already been used in over 64,000 people and counting, including professional athletes, international business leaders, and Hollywood celebrities, people you know by name. And it's scientifically proven to work whether you're male or female, young or old, suffering from oral or genital herpes, or been dealing with the disease for days, months, years, or even decades. And the best part is, it's fast, 100% natural, and completely safe. But before I reveal any more, it's important you understand that this presentation may not be online much longer. So you need to take this opportunity to watch it now and until the very end while you still have the chance. The herpes drug market is now a $5 billion industry and growing fast. And as I discovered to my cost, these companies will stop at nothing to prevent this fast and natural treatment making it into the public domain. So if you want to eliminate the herpes virus from your body starting today, then be sure to keep watching. Because the secret lies in nothing more than these 3 simple ingredients, enjoyed by the people of Morocco for centuries. Yup, 3 cheap, readily available, and delicious ingredients that you can pick up from your local grocery store today. In just a second, I'm going to reveal what these 3 ingredients are, as well as the bizarre story of how I came to stumble upon them. A discovery that has already changed the lives of tens of thousands of people across the world. People like Tony Rose of Blairsville, Georgia, who says,
"After being infected with HSV-2, my confidence was completely shattered. I became the butt of cruel jokes and was nicknamed Herpy even by my closest friends. My boyfriend dumped me, and I even had to quit my job because of the shame. But less than a month after I discovered this program, I can finally say I am finally herpes-free. I cannot thank you enough for this."
And then there's Jeremy Campbell of Seattle, Washington, who says,
"Living with both forms of the virus for more than 20 years after my first intimate relationship back in my teenage days. This curse affected every relationship that I ever had, leaving me emotionally scarred for years. Sincerely, I thought I would never be able to escape the virus after trying everything there was in the market, but I was so wrong. And now I can proudly say that I'm free of the herpes virus, both HSV-1 and HSV-2. I got my self-confidence back and I'm about to get married in the following weeks."
Now, if you're a little skeptical about all of this, I completely understand. Which is why in just a few minutes from now, I'm going to show you scientific evidence which proves how the herpes simplex virus, both 1 and 2, can be effectively treated starting today. As well as the exact steps you need to take to do it yourself. But before we get to that, let me first introduce myself and explain why I decided to create this presentation. Hi, my name's Cody Morgan, and although I'm ashamed of it, I'm the man who accidentally infected Emily with the herpes virus. To tell you a little bit about me, I'm a former Special Ops combat medic in the United States Army and a specialist in training wounded soldiers in the field of battle. In fact, I've served 3 tours of duty across Iraq and Afghanistan. There, I performed countless surgeries under heavy gunfire. I'm telling you this because in fighting the Taliban and IS, I'm used to dealing with cowardly enemies who prefer to lurk in the shadows, stay hidden, and strike when you least expect it. And as a Special Ops medic, I'm used to winning the battle. And that's exactly what I've done here. But before I reveal how, let me first tell you a quick story, because when you hear it, you'll understand why I've been so desperate to crush this terrible disease once and for all. It's an embarrassing story for both myself and Emily, but we've agreed to tell it so that no one else has to suffer the way that we did. It all started more than 2 years ago, when I met Emily at a charity fundraiser for veterans. She was there with her father, who fought in the first Gulf War. The second we met, sparks flew, and we fell in love. But after just a couple of months, our blissful little bubble would burst in the cruelest way possible. I was at home in the kitchen when suddenly there was a loud bang on the door. I opened it to find Emily standing there looking like she'd seen a ghost. Her eyes were bright red and filled with tears. A second later, she slapped me right on the face. With such force, she cut me above my left eye. "You've given me herpes," she screamed. I was shocked. I literally had no idea what she was talking about. After she calmed down, Emily told me the reason why she hadn't been around for a couple of weeks. And it sounded like hell. Apparently, a few days after we'd slept together, she said she noticed a cold sore come up on her top lip. It was ugly, and it made her feel self-conscious. So she decided to stay in for a few days until it scabbed over and healed. The problem was, a few days after that, she started to feel unbearable pain downstairs. She said it was like someone was stabbing her in the crotch while giving her a rug burn, while pouring acid over the top. The next day, she spotted a couple of little sores down there. She freaked out and went to see her doctor the same day, who did a test. A few days later, and the test came back. She had both forms of herpes at the same time. Imagine that. So trust me, if you ever get cold sores or HSV-1 and you think you're protected from HSV-2, think again. because you could have both forms of herpes caused by the same type of herpes virus at the same time, and having one doesn't protect you against the other. Emily was convinced that I must have given her the disease, but as far as I knew, I was clean. But she swore to me that she hadn't slept with anyone else, so I agreed to get tested.